Hello everybody, and welcome to another extra exciting After Effects CS6 tutorial. Today is a special one where I'm going to show you how to make a creepy looking logo with some smoke in it, and we're going to use some particle systems and all that jazz. So I want to show you real quick what I made. This was all made in After Effects CS6. There were no third-party plugins that you have to download or anything like that. So let's take a look at it real quick. Now the different components here are obviously the background here, which looks like cement or something like that, and we have the text here, which is kind of crawling like that. We got the smoke, and we got the different colors and all that stuff. So I'll show you how to make all that. We'll close out of that, and the first thing we're going to start out with is by creating a new composition. I'm going to name mine. I always name my first comp main, since I already have a main already in there that I'm going to use as reference. I'm going to name this one main 2, and all my settings here, I only need it to be around 15 seconds, and hit OK. Now the first thing I'm going to want to do is create my background. So the first thing I wanted to show you guys was how to get like a grungy background. So just type into Google grunge and then go to the images, and you can find a bunch of grungy backgrounds. Make sure it's has a decently high resolution, and just import that into your composition, and we'll go from there. I'm going to move my comp into my comps folder. Don't need it, so everything is all nice. I'll delete that, I don't need that. So I'm going to go to my images, and my grunge is here. It's called 03. Now you can see it comes in, it has color and everything like that. So the first thing I like to do with my grunge is scale it up. And that looks right around there. It looks pretty decent. And we need to make it so it's not all colorized. So I'm gonna put an effect on it called hue saturate, and we're gonna desaturate it. So color correction, hue saturation, and all I need to do is move the master saturation down, and I moved it to about here, where I have some color in it, but not a lot. I don't have any like those purples in there anymore. There's a little bit of brown, but that's okay. I like it that way. The next thing I want to do is crush. Actually, I want to make it darker by crushing the white levels in the grunge picture. So the next effect I'm going to add is effect, color correction, and levels. And levels is one of the more important color correction tools that you'll use. I'm going to move this over so I can see what I'm looking at, because the histogram here was covered up. And what I'm going to do is move this white arrow right here, and it's going to affect the output white, and I'm just going to make it a little darker. Maybe a lot darker. I found that around 75 was good for me. Maybe, yeah, around 70, 75 seems good. Now that's pretty dark there, and that's good for the color of our background. I'll twirl these up so they're not all over the place. The next thing that we should make is a vignette, so that the edges of the background are like darkened, and it looks more like creepy. The way that we're going to do that is I'm going to create a new solid layer, new solid. I'm going to make this one black, and I'm going to call it vignette. Vignette is how it's spelled. Make sure it's the comp size by clicking on this button and hit OK. I'm going to take the ellipse tool and double click, and it's going to create a circle that's the size of the comp. I'm going to invert that so it's only on the edges. I'm going to turn off my mask there, and I'm going to go twirl down into my mask properties and head over to mask feather, and we're going to feather this out. It's going to darken it also, so right about there seems pretty nice. Now you got these creepy edges where it's very dark and it looks like there's a spotlight kinda on in the middle. So I'm gonna split these tutorials into sections because the last time I made this tutorial I spent an hour making it, and then the recorder screwed up and I was really mad, so my mouse didn't even move across the screen. I figured you guys wouldn't like that, so I'm redoing it. So we're going to end this part of the tutorial, and then I'll see you on the next part.